Alright guys, so I'm going to be doing another comic review, and this one is not from Chris, this is something I got for myself, because I really wanted to read it. And that is Defenders, There Are No Rules. Defenders, There Are No Rules was a 5-issue miniseries that came about a couple years, last year. A little earlier than that, but yeah, Defenders, There Are No Rules was written by Al Ewing with artwork by Javier Rodriguez. And basically, Defenders is always a book I always look at, and is always like, whenever they do something with Defenders, I'm always curious. When it's, let me rephrase that, when it's not like Defenders, like when it's trying to be like the street level characters and whatnot. No, Defenders has always been like a bunch of weirdos who are brought together by Doctor Strange, and it's all them just trying to not kill each other. And I gotta say, Al Ewing, he clearly wants to write Fantastic Four. Like, I'm gonna say that right now. The dude clearly wants to write Fantastic Four, and there's really no stopping him. There's really, like, no hope of stopping the man from wanting to write Fantastic Four. I'm surprised they haven't given him the title yet because of, yeah. And this also kind of shows that as well. So this Defender series is a 5-issue miniseries that centers around Doctor Strange, who's visited by a superhero called the Masked Raider. And he tells them that a guy he's been tracking called Carlos Zota, that's his name, that's a name for sure, has found a way to use magic and science to go all the way back in time. But this isn't like time traveling. The dude is literally going to the universes that existed before our universe. Yeah, let me talk about some theoretical physics for you real fast. Let me drop some theoretical physics bombs on your asses. There's a theory that the Big Bang was really the death of one universe before us and the start of another, and it's happened multiple times. And that's what it is that the Doctor Strange brings together a team with the Masked Raider, and the team goes out into the universe and the universes before it. And the team they bring together is actually kind of fun. Silver Surfer, another classic member of the Defenders, one of the founding members. Betty Ross, who is the Red Harpy. Cloud, who is a living nebula. And another member they encounter when they go back to the dawn of time, Taya. And Taya is the mother of Galactus. Yeah, let me say that she is Galactus's mother, because they show up right when what we're living in now, what they call the 7th cosmos. This was the 6th cosmos, and the 6th cosmos is where Galactus was born. And Galactus is still an infant, and his mother is actually this superhero character, and she's like this swashbuckling character who wants to have a lot of fun and goes on wild adventures. Nothing like her son. And they help her defeat this being called the Omnimax. And yeah, first off, holy shit, this artwork is amazing. I need to show like a proper because this artwork is beautiful. Like, Javier Rodriguez just knocks it out of the park every level. Let's see if I can find like a good one. And the artwork in here is just vibrant. You can look at it for you could just spend a lot of time just watching it and looking at every bit of artwork out here. See, this is that's not Galactus, that's the Omnimax, but that gives you a clue of what the artwork is. The team very much is put together by Doctor Strange, who has his own little faults here and there. I actually really love there's a moment where Strange and Taya are having a moment in the middle of a crisis with the Omnimax, and Surfer is just, because each issue follows from the perspective of each of the superheroes, and Surfer, who's watching Taya and Strange flirt with each other, Surfer's just thinking to himself, fucking Christ, not now, Steven. He's just so done with Steven's shit right now, and he's just not happy with it. Al Ewing is such a good writer with these characters. He knows how to do multiple characters. He knows how to give them all a perfect voice. And I really love the story of this whole thing with this character called Zota. As we go through each universe, there's a universe that's kind of like a Lovecraftian magic universe, a universe of archetypes that have been through each cosmos. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great cosmic romp, and it deals with like magic and science, and the team is very well put together. This was a comic that, like, I'm surprised didn't get any fanfare. This comic literally did not get any fanfare, and I know the Defenders aren't like the Avengers. I understand that, but like this was something that was like just a fun cosmic romp, and the artwork alone, if anything else, like, people should have picked this up just for the artwork alone. I feel like this was criminally underrated. I don't know why people don't read why people kind of skip on a lot of stuff. I know his okay, full disclosure, I do think his I have heard his Venom is kind of like, yeah. Like, I've heard, like, I haven't read his Venom run, but I do understand that, like, his Venom run is kind of, like, down the middle. But I will say that, like, I think he should just write Fantastic Four. It'd be better than whatever that... Because apparently everyone does not like the new Fantastic Four comic going on right now, because it's doing the same thing as what Zeb Wells' Spider-Man's doing, where it's like, what did the Fantastic Four... Who gives a shit what they did? I don't care. So I just think, like... And again, there's just stuff like the Power of Four, as I put up 5 fingers, the Power of Four and their meaning... I feel like, yeah, this is like this comic is him going, this is what I want to do. I want to do great, strange, cosmic stuff with the Fantastic Four, and this is just like, he wanted to make this a Fantastic Four book, and they're like, do you want to do Defenders instead? And he's like, I can do that. So yeah. So there you go, guys. Do I recommend Defenders? There Are No Rules? Hell yeah. The Masked Raider is a character that showed up in Marvel Comics number 1000, that's one shot they did, and was built as a character who has been around a few times. He wears, like, the mask that's connected to the Being Eternity. But really, this is a really good comic. It's a neat little, like, fun romp, and the artwork alone, like, yeah, I would say just for the artwork alone, this should be on your radar. So there you go, guys. If you have read Defenders, There Are No Rules, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.